that we have, we're just going to give you a moment, both of you, to speak to what this event is for you, what your intention is here, and why you've invited all your friends to come and share this time with you, and what it means for you. So just pose as a circle. Just feel. Just let yourself feel this. The beauty of tonight, just in this given moment, as I'm seeing it, is the feeling of the sun on us. How beautiful. Yeah, this is the setting sun. How beautiful is this? This is where we get our energy from. You know, it's coming, it's pouring on us right now. Celebrate this. Celebrate this moment. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to you here.
So honored to have all of you, each and every one of you that is part of our lives in a very meaningful way and a different way. And our intention today is to celebrate our love and our connection and our commitment to a conscious relationship in your presence.
You're all witnesses.
Reading
For me, Hila and I talked about this and how we felt about marriage, both of us being married before. And this we didn't want to be a marriage. We didn't want it to be the written or in somebody's eyes. For us, it's about our journey together. And we want to share it all with you. Hila and I love each other very much. And this is our circle of love. And we want to be surrounded by people who love us and who we love very, very much. So this meant a lot to us. I'm very happy that you all made it here for us. And for me, I'm feeling very, very honored and very, very lucky today. So, thank you so much.
And everybody has gotten a little piece of paper, which they've written a word on, which they will then speak to, which they will then put in the fire, and we will then release the energy out into the universe. This is the intention of recognition of the ritual of celebration that has come to me as a vision, as a way in which to share this time together. Okay? Okay? So just think of one word that you would wish to speak to in relation to this event. Okay? Now, having said that, I'd like you to also just close the circle again. Just, that's okay, you just let him be. He's just fine. He'll figure out what he wants to do here. So, now, having said this, before we start with the next phase of this, is there something that you wish to do that has to do with acknowledging this celebration?
Yes, you're going to.
Okay, so come back into the circle and close the circle again. And you can just share with us what you're doing and what is happening.
So, what we're doing is the Hila and I. When I first started to date Hila, I got her a ring, and I like First Nations. I wear them all the time, and
First Nation motif.
And what we found is Hila has a symbol. Sorry, the Hebrew faith has a symbol, which is the hand. Hamsa. And what I do is I first got her the ring. It's a rare to find a healer's hand in a ring form. And then it was very special. I wanted it for her to start.
Hear you.
Oh, it was a very special one, and I wanted her to share.
Let's let my mom hold this first.
And my daughter made the box.
Years ago.
So I should start. We have necklaces. So I'm gonna put a heart and another little heart. It is actually my son, a symbol of my son who is not here tonight because he chose to watch a game with his grandpa, which is okay. But he's here in my heart, and now he's gonna be in a minute. There you go.
Mine?
Good moment.
No, I just have one more. I just wanted to read this for just 1 second. It's a little story, okay, about love. It's called...
Maybe you need to be loud a bit.
Okay.
For a second, then plenty.
Love is unity. A girl fell in a river. In a flash, her lover dived in with a mighty splash and fought the current till he reached her side. When they were safe again, the poor girl cried, "By chance I tumbled in, but why should you come after me and hazard to your life too?" He said, "I dived because the difference of I and you to lovers make no sense. A long time passed when they were separated, but now that we have each other in a single state, when you are me and I am you, wholly, that is what the talk of us is too."
I want to do one more thing, to say one more thing. First of all, thank to the elder people in the circle and my beloved David Neveser, who's been a good friend, rabbi, supporter, inspiration, a family here in Vancouver, to me and my family. David's parents, for all the gifts that you have given David and myself. And at times, sometimes things don't look as a gift, but when you look back, when you emerges from a place of ego and mind, you realize that it's all coming from a place of love eventually, and that's where we want to take it to. And of course, Suzanne's mother and my mother, but thanks to her, I'm able to be here. And you know, last night I was thinking about so many things that I want to tell and talk about and feelings that I'd like to express. And I'm overwhelmed at this moment, and really each and every one of you is so dear to me in such a special way that no words, or if I would use words, it'll take too long of a time. So I'm just going to sing a song that, thanks to David, who, as a present, got us in a workshop that is called Unleash Your Voice. And the photographer, Greg, was there too to actually document it. And it goes like that. Voice your love, share your gift, be the change, make the shift, harmonize, mesmerize, feel the spirit, let it rise, and you can do that. Don't hold back, let it shake. Life is a play, showing you the way. It's connecting, yes, it's love, but through forgiveness, rise above. It is the powers in your wings that lift you up towards your dreams. I said it, don't hold back. Let it change. Love is a play, showing you the way. You got the courage to pursue. Just trust in life and it'll do. So dance in joy and celebration, the magic of your own creation. I said it, don't hold back, don't you hold it back, let it shake. Life is a play, showing you the way. Love is a way for us to play.
All right.
Beautiful message. Beautiful message. Thank you. My heart's touched very deeply. Very deeply. So let's begin by just lighting the candles now. And maybe David, maybe you can do that. There's a lighter
Menace, can I invite David Melisser to say a few words?
Oh, you don't have to ask me.
So before we start, David, is it okay with you to say a few words?
About marriage, about union.
We're going to talk about our word that we wrote down.
This is something different. We want your
Maybe from the
guidance,
Jewish
your
perspective.
insight,
I
your...
would love to hear it from the Jewish perspective.
Well, yeah, I'll share a little something. And what comes to mind, I'm actually standing here just really thinking of you two and really praying. And if you're looking for a Jewish word for it, I'd call it tikkun hanefesh. And tikkun hanefesh is what we do as we go through life. We're born with a soul or a spirit or a certain essence inside as a little child, you know, in a certain family, in a certain time, in a certain place. And as we go through life, we try to work out things that need to get done in the course of this lifetime within us. You know, each of us has so many gifts and blessings, but we also all have things that we need to complete on this journey. Maybe there'll be another journey, I don't know. But, you have a lot of fun together, right? Make a lot of friends, eat a lot of good food, have a lot of music, tell a lot of jokes, take trips, see a lot of beauty, be there and support people. But I think somewhere, perhaps the deepest purpose that your togetherness can serve is by being with each other. Your own soul can go through that journey to become more fulfilled and more developed and more complete, learning from each other. And some of that, might take some pushing and pulling back and forth, right? There's a great learning in that. Sometimes the greatest learning is stuff that comes in a difficult way. But don't be afraid of it. Embrace it and accept it and welcome it. So that would be if you're looking for me to say a few things, that's what I would say. I'll add a little piece that isn't necessary, but it says in the very beginning of the Bible, where the Bible tells us about the creation of the human being, that that the Creator made all the different animals, and there was lots of animals, and each animal had its mate, or maybe a few mates, we don't know. But the human being was just one, and actually was lonely. And the Creator looked and said, "Lo tov hiot adam levado." It's not good for a person to be alone. And then, for that one human, the Creator made another human to be together with, and said, "This is your ezer kenegdo." And ezer kenegdo, in English, it's often translated as your help meet. It's an old English word. We don't use it at all anymore. But ezer means help. And kenegdo, ke means like or as if. Neged, you can imagine, it's like across from somebody. You're facing each other, you're with each other, but neged is also kind of opposition. So something I think about is sometimes if you feel what feels in the moment like opposition, really understand what I was saying before, that it's a great opportunity for learning and growth, and really be an ezer kenegdo and an ezer kenegda. And there you go. And I hope we can all share in that journey with you.
Those are very beautiful thoughts. And it pertains to everybody. Whether you're in an individual partnership of male, female, whether you're in any kind of partnership or relationship, friendship, relationship, all speaks to those same things. How we get to be together in a way where we honor the truth of what's so within ourselves, within our own hearts. How we live in integrity with that truth or not. How we give our power away in the name of love, in the name of the other. Finding ways to bridge our way home to the male-female principle within, which is what the reflection of this is. This is a reflection of a possibility, of a potentiality, of unity within oneself. You become the instrument for that possibility. And whether you are friends or really deeply connected in an intimate relationship of partnership, it matters not. Because to me, this journey here is about waking up to love in all of its different incredible potential realities of possibilities. So every moment is an opportunity for our hearts to be touched by each other. If we can let that in, if we can truly let each other touch each other, to be seen for who we really are and not to be fearful of this. To allow ourselves to grow in the strength of who we are. To let that rise. To become visible in the world. To be willing to share from the spontaneity of your own hearts without covering it up, without trying to protect it. It was interesting for me when I met David, Hila, Sanati. I met them all around the same time. And who they were when I first met them is very different to who they are today. That was only a few years ago. And my heart is so full in this moment of this blessing, of sharing. To be able to look upon them and see the beauty that they have become as a result of being willing to fly. a result of being willing to acknowledge their own individual and collective places of limitation in their places of communion and expression with each other, and to move deeply within their own hearts, even when it was difficult. And to see them arrive at this point, at this stage of the journey of theirs, to me is always this incredible, humongous gift that existence blesses me with as a result of my willingness to sit and share what rises out of the moment with the other. So, thank you for your presence in my life and the blessing that you are. So, having said that, I'm now going to allow whoever wants to start by first speaking the word that they wrote on their paper. Okay.
If somebody feels that they need to sit down, by all means do that.
Yes, for sure. If you want to sit, please sit.
More comfortable sitting.
Okay, I would like to bless Hila and David, not just on behalf on my, on behalf of all the family in Israel. I'm just a representative of the whole family, and I would like to wish them the word that I wrote here. It's happiness. At first, I wrote love and happiness, but Elani said just one word. So
Nobody ever listens to me.
I chose happiness because I think happiness includes everything inside. Love, happiness. Happiness includes love. So I bless you. Happiness, love, happiness. Enjoy your life. Many blessings for me and for all the family in Israel.
And when you finish speaking, please bring your little
Happiness.
piece of happiness. And we will light it. And the purpose, you might ask, what is the purpose of this? Fire, maybe you want to speak to what the beauty of fire is in the sense of, the spiritual sense of fire.
Fire transforms a solid into something that becomes invisible and dispersed, travels, it can enter us, releases light.
So, maybe we'll just use one of these.
I have a thought for you, Alanis. Save them all and you'll have a nice mass. Might burn better
Just
than one
put them
by
all
one.
in one? Okay,
But I-
that's a good idea.
Just save them until we're ready to
And
do
we'll do
all
them
of them.
all.
Yeah, do all of them at once.
Thank you for that, Data. Okay, so we'll just put it back up there. And put that on top. And we'll put this back.
Oh, we were meditating on the sun all night long.
Okay, next. You know, for me, fire is symbolic of purification. And it speaks to the spirit of the heart. Our hearts, when they're on fire, is the most dynamic, incredible experience that we can have. Because it brings up the passion, it brings up the joy, the celebration, and the aliveness of who we are as human beings. And fire is symbolic of that purification of the heart, the rising of the spirit through love. So for me, this is what this brought for me as an inspiration today.
I'm David's dad, for some of you people who I don't know. My word is serenity, and it's a word that I've struggled with a lot of my life in terms of finding it. And it's only been recently that I've started to move in that direction, and a lot of it has to do with Hila and David in terms of whenever I see them, they're very serene, they're ready to surrender, to let go, to move past the things that many people feel to be important. Things like income and a career and assets and, you know, all of those things. So it's been a recent change for me, and I thank both of you very much for helping me with that.
Wow.
My woods grow, because in life we're always growing as people and always learning, and I've learned like a lot recently how to grow as a person, and you helped me a lot with it, Dad. And I hope that as you two grow together as people, that you actually still grow together and still all separate but combined, and still continue to love each other, and that love continues to grow. So I just really hope that, yeah.
Thank you very much. It's my daughter, Christina.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm David's mom, and my word is gentleness. And I chose that word because mostly I know David's a gentle person, but I am so pleased that Hila is as well. And that's something I really like about her. And I think that I really hope you'll both be very happy. And I think it's close to serenity.
My name is Hadani Ditmars, and I'm honored to have been invited here. And I knew it was going to be a very important thing to come and witness, so thank you for inviting me and allowing me to witness this. And it's wonderful to meet your families. And my word is completion. And because at first I was feeling all the love, but I thought, oh, everyone's going to say love. Then I thought, no, it's completion. And I would just like to honor you both for having the courage to make a public commitment to your love in a conscious way. Because I think that a lot of us are afraid to take that next step. Speaking for myself. And I think that there is a freedom and a responsibility that comes with the completion, and a blessing. So I just wanted to sing a few lines of a Ladino song that I felt to sing, because it ties in with what David was saying too. It's called Alma, Vida y Corazón, which is soul, life, and heart. And it's about the 3 stages in life. Like, just allow me to sing a little bit for you. In the spirit of this blessed occasion. A la 1 yo nací, a las 2 me grandecí. A la 1 yo nací, a las 2 me grandecí. A las 3 tuve amante, a las 4 me casé. A las 3 tuve amante, a las 4 me casé. Alma, vida, corazón, alma, vida, corazón. Dime, niño, ¿dónde vienes? Que te quiero conocer. Dime, niño, ¿dónde vienes? Que te quiero conocer. Si tú no tienes amante, yo te defenderé.
Si tú no tienes amante, yo te defenderé. Alma, vida, corazón. Alma, vida, corazón. Alma, vida, corazón. Alma, vida, corazón.
Blessings to you.
Beautiful.
Just want to say about Hadani. I met Hadani through work that has to do with building bridges between Jews and Muslims and partially through Peace Together. And Hadani is one of the most courageous women I know in many ways. And she's a beautiful writer and a journalist. And it's interesting how our ways are intertwined and we can meet each other along our journey in so many ways. So it's really a blessing to everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your song.
I'm just going to share a funny moment with you. When Hila and I were first dating, when Hila and I were first dating, on our very first date, she emailed me, the one of many that she sends me, and it was a questionnaire. The questionnaire, I looked at it, and it was about commitments and relationships. And on the bottom, it had an address and a time. That night, we arrived for a counseling session in commitment to each other.
Couples relationship.
It's a couple's relationship, except we were the only couple that arrived. I was telling her I was feeling anxious, scared, and she said, "Why?" Well, it's kind of awkward for me to just be starting a relationship with somebody and we're already talking about commitment
And counseling the
and
relationship.
counseling.
But really, to address what you said about being courageous to put the love out there, it is scary. And, you know, we don't know what will happen, but I feel that I want to be committed to being courageous and keep reminding myself to think and to go back to center about the love and the essence of who we truly are, all of us, that all of us are, and try to stay there and get back there as often as possible, if not be there all the time.
And Hila in my life has helped me a great deal do that. I know I'm trying. I know that her son Ben is not the only kid in the house. And she helps me very, very much when I feel that I'm becoming uncentered and not thinking of myself very much. She reminds me of who I am and really makes me feel great.
Right. So I'm Rafi. I'm a friend of Hila's and David's. My word is go, which really stands for the Dr. Seuss book, all the places you'll go. And it really is one of my favorite books. I just read it to my son the other day, and it's a book about how life is a series of ups and downs, but it all contingent upon going and starting on it. And I think this dynamism is what I was this dynamism in life, the courage to make serious changes is very important, is a very important value. And I think with Hila, for example, I think philosophically we kind of look at life very differently often, but I think this is one thing that we share. I've always admired kind of your ambition and dynamism, and I think that David is the same. So may you continue with that.
Rafi is not just a friend, he's a family by now.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, bumped up.
My word is love. Yeah, I'm one of those maybe who wrote that word. And actually it was very, it was the first word that came to me, and I thought, well, even though it's, kind of corny and whatever, this is the word for me, and this is the word that I want to, share maybe?
Share, yes?
Yeah, share, because I didn't prepare what I'm going to say, but I think that as long as I have love in my heart and the words that I'm speaking are, the intention is love, then this is what I'm going to carry. And I think you've helped me, Hila and David, also to come to the truth about love, love for myself, love for the other person, and yeah, I mean that's the center of everything. As long as you feel that and you have that in your heart, you can how do you say, conquer all obstacles, because they don't longer seem like obstacles. They're opportunities for more love to come in. And well, Hila, you're like my sister, I don't know, soul sister. And we share a lot of things that make us feel close and grow. So, thank you.
So I'm Sylvia, and the first word that came to my mind was also love, but I also thought, like Hila's mom, well, maybe everyone's gonna write love, and something that I also thought, what do I wish for you? And so I wrote joy, because that is what I wish for you. I wish you lots of joy in your future together, and also it's how I think of you. Hila is a great friend to me, and she has always brought me a lot of joy. She's a person that is full of happiness, and I hope that always stays that way. And yeah, that is what I wish for you. And Mazel Tov.
I'm Jenna, David's daughter.
Do you want to share the word?
You want to say a word? No?
The word is live.
Okay, my name's Alex, I'm Jenna's partner. And I've met David very first time when I met him was a very hilarious time. Tim Hortons threatening my life. But my word was live, but I heard Jenna wrote it, so I'm going to say have fun with your life. So my word is now going to be fun. Because when we went for a hike, that was a very fun time. Almost falling into the water on the log. So yes, I hope you guys feel very fun night.
My name is Carlos. The word I wrote down is flourish. And the reason why I wrote down is, you know, this your relationship, how it's been flourishing from the beginning. This is keeps growing, moving on, and it's a journey that goes together, right? So I mean, as time goes by, it keeps growing up and flourishing. And well, this is, you know, we proved today that it keeps, you know, growing up. So my best wishes, and you know, as it keeps going on, just keep enjoying the journey. Okay.
You're one of the flowers in our life.
Excellent. I'm gonna share a funny moment. Sorry, Carlos.
Oh, go ahead.
Carlos and I go hiking a great deal. It's a very comforting time for me to be able to get into nature. I love Vancouver. I love BC. So getting out into nature is really wonderful and I don't know, energizing, I think is the best point. And Carlos has joined me on many of those journeys. We've spent many hours up in the mountains without actually saying a word. And you're my best friend at that part. I do Facebook a great deal, and I send pictures from all these mountains and all these places that we've ever gone to. And one of my friends who I hadn't seen in a long time, I mentioned that I have a new partner in my life. And I guess I forgot to put it down that Hila was my partner. Because several of my friends from around the country said, "Is it that nice Mexican fellow?"
It's not.
Only when they go hiking.
But
I don't ask
he's helped me and listened to me a great deal. He's heard me complain going up the mountains, and he's definitely heard me complain going down the mountains.
Oh, wow.
So I thank you very much for all the time that you spent with me.
My name's Philip, and I've heard a whole bunch of things about gentle and kind and peaceful, and my arse. What the word that I want to give to you guys is trigger and triggering, and make the most of it, because that's part of the beauty and that's where the growth comes.
Thank you. My name is Suzanne. I'm Noah's mother. I've known Hila a little longer than I've known David, but one thing that struck me from the first is the trust that exists between you, and that's my word. Trust, which I wish for you to continue and to grow, to keep on blossoming, because love and happiness comes also with trust. So that's my wish for you. And Mazel Tov.
I haven't written yet, but the word is miracle. Because it started for me when I met Hila through this amazing camp that I registered Sarah, and we came to the camp, and we were living right here on Bowen Island, so it was a miracle that happened. And the next thing I knew, we two came to Bowen Island to visit, which I said was a miracle because nobody gets from there to visit. And then a few hours later they went to the deck because they were so upset, and I said, oh my God, they came here and that's the end of their relationship. They went to the deck, 2 hours later they came out as if they are ready to go to marry. And I said, my goodness, that's a miracle. Then we come here, it's raining in Langdale. It's all totally blessed with this beautiful sunshine. I think it's a miracle. And then I told to my boy, listen, I'll go to you to those swings. Please, can we sit here now? I said, it's a miracle. So he's sitting here, he's happy to do it. So I wish for the miracles to happen. And I wish those miracles, when those moments come that you're ready to finish it all, and then you say, yo, I can feel that me again. And I know that there is a lot there for me, for each other. I wish for those miracles to happen a lot, because they will be needed, I think. So beautiful.
It is a miracle that you showed up here with your two kids in between places.
From the sunshine. So yes.
The rain goes to the sunshine.
My word is freedom.
Woohoo! Freedom!
I love this girl.
As we're bonding, I feel free. Oxymoron? No. The child gets it. It's about freedom.
She got it.
What's your word?
You got a word?
The word is ahava, which means love. My name's Hadas, and I met Hila in 2004 at a peace camp. Then I met David about a year and a half ago. I'll say more about that.
What's your word?
She said she's going to say it after.
It's union. The word is union.
My name is Alex. I'm a call it new friend. Thanks to them, they gave me a free ride from the airport. So
A month ago?
a month ago?
3 weeks.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks.
So anyway, my words is patience. To have patience towards each other through all your life. And, beaucoup d'amour. The word.
Interesting. He hardly even knows me, and he knows how much I need patience. Good intuition, Alex.
Thank you.
It's a great experience. I mean, I've never heard about the circle of law.
Nobody here has.
I'm gonna have to Google it. Or it's only in Vancouver, maybe it's happening.
So the word that I have is a word that I actually cannot say. It's too big. And it's a Hebrew word that's spelled with Yud, Hey, Vav, and Hey. And it means everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be. And that's a word that I offer you as a way to live, that you can know that you're in it, it's in you, it's unfolding through each of you, and it's unfolding through the two of you together. And I offer you the word just so you can be present to it, and it can be present to you.
I am Margaret. I am Małgorzata, Margaret. I am all. I am me. And I love you so much. And when I thought about words, it was of course love. That I thought everybody is embracing you in love. And because I recognize so much in recent years that we are all light, the light. And when we wake up to who we are, it's a real miracle. And light, it was a little bit short, so I wrote the word enlightenment. So it's a word like we are waking up to the light we are. And we are the light. We are all light.
When you were asking about a word, I immediately got the word hope. I was a bit surprised. I'm not really a friend of hope. I think of hope as something that people use to escape whatever difficulties are existing now into an imaginary future. So I didn't know what to do with it, and I still don't know what to do with it, but maybe it means something different to you than it means to me. I was sitting here listening to everybody talk, and another word came, and it's a word that I like and a lot of other people don't, and that word is ignorance. And what ignorance means to me is being willing to admit not knowing. You don't know what's going to happen. I was touched when you didn't want to explain your word. Something in me really responded to that. Some things don't need to be said, some things don't need to be explained, and some things don't need to be known in advance. I've known David for 5 years and Hila for a week. I actually saw David's invitation on Facebook, and it was just part of the stream, and I wasn't going to come, but then I was at the Folk Fest and I met the two of them. And I realized, okay, I had to come. And finally, I made it. And so I want to thank you for the invitation and wish you all the best.
By the way, again, amazing intuition. I just want to say that we didn't have a clue what's going to happen and unfold tonight. And since the time we've decided to be with friends, family, and celebrate our love, which was a few weeks ago, until today, it is like a miracle. Happiness, joy, being in the not knowing, being courageous, being in the love, being in the thoughts about growing, and yet feeling a little bit kind of what Philip talked about. So yeah, it's all a mix and what is.
For mine, Barbara and I met in India, and I haven't been in touch for a very long time. When I came back from India, it was a big change for me. A lot of my old friends left. A lot of people saw changes in me and changes in myself, and for me, I enjoyed them. People have come and gone in my life, and I thank it so much for that.
Not a coincidence.
And not a coincidence.
Although we didn't set up to meet, but we met.
But it was funny that we bumped into each other at the folk festival. So thank you. Thank you for your honor of coming.
my word is mutual understanding.
One word.
There's a hyphen.
It's a one word for me. And wow, I mean, yeah, I think you know what it means. Yeah, and I really wish for you to grow more and more into that, and find this common ground, with years.
And actually, Samadhi is another sister of mine in Vancouver, which I met after my first sister. And actually, thanks to Samadhi, I met David. So, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, but David and Hila are very, very good friends of mine. We love, we fight, we argue, we jealous, we fight again, we argue, we love, we hug, we kiss, we live.
All in an hour.
Everything is happening all the time, no matter where I am in the world. It's like you two of you are such an anchor in my life. And it was really hard for me to think about what I want to say. I could not find any words, just I felt like I really want to cry. And I'm very surprised from this feeling, like just sitting here and feeling both of you. And my heart is really open because you know how much, guys, I love you. And so lucky that I'm here today.
I just want to say, for everybody who's joined us in this circle, and with everybody who's come forward to say something.
There is a cake out.
There is a cake out. I want to thank you all, because in my life alone, I believe, and it took me a while to realize that all the people that come in and upset my life are there for a reason. And I feel that through my changes, that each one of you has touched my life that I would have never thought of before. And each of you had a purpose in my life, and each of you will continue to have a purpose in my life. I love all of you, and I thank you all for being in my life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. This moments was so beautiful. Well, I didn't write a word down, but a word arose just now. And the word is silence. I wish you silence. That in those moments when you're overwhelmed by life, emotions, mind, that you remember to go to that place of stillness inside yourself and give each other space to just be silent, so that what needs to arise can arise. Because it's only in the stillness and the silence inside that non-identification is happening. So long as we stay here, we will always be in a place of chaos, pain, suffering, misery. We really need to find our way back into that place of stillness and silence inside. And so as a reminder, this is what arose for me.
We should do dance.
So now we just need to, Hila, we need to still set the papers on fire?
Release them.
Release them. Yes, that's the right word.
We're going to light them on fire with it.
I have a matches. Hold on. Okay.
Who's downwind?
Okay. So
Just make sure that it's
No, I was putting it on just keep the weight.
So just allow both of you together. Just set them on fire with the intention of releasing this energy back into the universe with love.
Famous excerpt from the poem by Ibn al-Arabi, the Sufi poet. My heart has become capable of every form. It is a pasture for gazelles, and a monastery for Christian monks, and a temple for idols, and the Kaaba of the pilgrims, and the tablets of the Torah, and the book of the Quran. I follow the religion of love. Whatever path love's camel takes, that is my religion and my faith.
Thank you. Beautiful. And now it's burning away.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Maybe I can teach a song, everybody. You can sing while you're burning everything. Okay. Do you know this? It's an Osho song. It's very beautiful. I think one of his disciples probably wrote it, as far as I know. It says, there is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in. That's it. It's very simple. And it's start like, Hila, you know the song, right?
There is so much
magnificence in the ocean.
Waves are coming in.
You're rushing.
Waves are coming in.
So
much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in.
everybody, please.
We can do this one in two-part harmony with Hallelujah as the other part.
Magnificent.
I'll do
You
the
see, the
Hallelujah
waves are
later.
very different.
Yeah.
That's the beauty.
Waves are coming in.
Waves are coming in.
Magnificence in the ocean.
Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in. Alleluia. Alleluia. Hallelujah. There is so much magnificence near the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in.
There is so much magnificence in the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are
Let's
coming
just
in.
one more hallelujah to close it out.
Hallelujah.
Love like perfect in its imperfection of maybe not knowing the tune or the words or whatever, and it's totally fine. Shall we chant one Om together to close the circle, Elenis?
Just give me a moment.
I would like to do the blessing for the rest of the world because we're just thinking about ourselves. And I'm thinking maybe we should bless the whole world in this moment, right? For peace and love. And there is beautiful chant that we used to do in Australia, and it says, let there be peace on earth amongst all beings. Amongst all beings. Yes. Okay. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om.
That just
It's easy?
checking with Alanis. Is the ceremony, where are we at?
I'm just feeling like we can release this, and while we're releasing this, then begin the song.
Not the song. We can sing it. Yeah.
So, whoever wants to release this out into the ocean.
Let's really go that way.
Is this the way to go?
Congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah. That's good.
Hey. Yeah, I've been to Iran.
Oh, great.
My friends are just having a blessing for their marriage.
We pray for your luck and your happiness.
Thank you very
Have a great life.
Thank you.